Welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. Started tinkering on something here that I was decided, hey, you know what, I'm going to film this. Not going to make a great long video out of it. But as I've been doing my outdoor cooking and trying to better these videos, I decided, hey, I wanted to make my own spoon to cook with because I got some things coming up I want to cook and it's going to require doing a little stirring in and whatnot. So what I done is I took an old spoon. Let me see what I did with it right here. Took an old wood spoon that I already had, and I traced out me a spoon on there. And then I drew around that traced out spot, probably about a quarter of an inch, something like that. And I come in that much. So what I'm going to do is I got a profile, and of course I extended the handle on much longer than that. And this is a piece of cedar. It is like a 3/4 by, I don't know, 6. So I've got two spoons drew out on here. One turned that way and one turned this way. This piece of wood had a flaw in it, so it wasn't good for nothing else. And I can't throw stuff away, and they come out perfect for little projects like this. And I love to make, anytime I see something I want, my first thought is, well, can I make that? Well, there's a lot of people that make wood spoons. I've attempted it and made one other spoon in my life, and I did not have these chisels. Now, this is not a good chisel. This is not an expensive chisel. If this gets me through this project, we'll probably be lucky. But that's what we got to use, and it is curved, and I've got like 4 of them. I don't know where I even got these. I don't know if I ordered them on Amazon. I've had them for a long time, and I had actually bought them for another project. And this is my Bodok hammer. Okay, it split a little bit on the bottom, but hey, it still works good. So what I'm doing is just tapping this hole out right here because I decided I would do this first. Now, I ain't watched no spoon making videos. Normally, I'll watch a video on something and get an idea of what I'm doing. I just went at this. This is all, I don't know how other people make spoons. I don't know the right way to make a spoon. I made one other spoon, and the way I did it then, I didn't really like the way I done it. So I decided if I clamped this in this vise right here, I could really do most of the grunt work. This bowl in here is the hardest for me to do. Once that is shaped like I want it, I'll cut the thing out with a jigsaw, and I'll take that horseshoe rasp, and I'll slick up the outside like I want it, and then we'll sand it smooth, and then we'll put something. I don't know if I want to put boiled linseed oil on it, being I'm going to cook with it. Probably will put mineral oil because it is food safe. But I just decided I would bring y'all along for this. Just something else that I can add to my, hey, I done that with this. So one thing I am paying attention to here is my grain in this thing is running this way in this board. So I'm cutting against it. If I try to cut that way, it's liable to split my spoon. So just little things that I have noticed that I need to do and doing. So, and we hadn't done a project where we made anything recently. I know y'all probably sick of the gardening. We ain't even got started good. I don't know. Somebody probably really liking it. Oh. But that is what we were doing most of this week. That's why there were 2 or 3 videos on the subject. Other than making pottery, that is all I've done. So I know y'all don't want to hear all this beating and banging. I'm going to haul this out, and when I get this hauled out, I'll pick you back up. the cedar and that smell of that wood. I don't know how deep I want to go with this right now. I'm going to take my air sander and smooth all that out, so I will be taking it down some more. And so I'm probably going to stop right here, and I'm going to work on rounding my spoon out, and then I'll work on that handle later. Because I got a lot of shaping. I didn't cut it perfectly, but that ain't no big deal. And I'm sure there's some right way to do this that I'm not doing, okay? So before you, I don't mind you sending me tips and telling me how to do it, because I need some guidance probably to do it better next time. But I'm not trying to portray that I know the right way. A lot of people confuse what I do. So I don't want to break this off, so I'm going to take my time and be gentle with it, because that grain is somewhat straight, but it is running out of it, so I'm going to have to be somewhat gentle with it. This is the one. So this is going to be just about like shaping my knife handle, so I'm just going to go at it, y'all. Water out of my air tank. You see it condensate on the wood. I have to oil these things right here pretty regular if I'm using them a lot. But anyway, I'm just smoothing some of this up. I'm going to take my DA sander out there with some like 220 and go over it, and then probably drop down to, I don't know, a little finer. But this just smooths out a lot of the ridges and stuff. And it's perfect for smoothing the inside that bowl out. So as most of y'all know, I figure out what I'm doing as I go. And I'm thinking about tapering this down and coming back out to a big round handle out here. I don't really know, and I would like to hand do the whole thing, and I may have to build me a knife, hook knife to do some of this with. because it would be very cool. In fact, the other one I'm probably going to take a little longer to do and hand carve the majority of it. But I may have to build me a knife to do it with. The only thing about carving is depending on which way your grain is running. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these edges here, corners off, because I can do a lot with that rasp. If you do a lot of wood shaping, knife making, any of that kind of stuff, y'all, these farrier's rasp and these two right here are two different grits. I mean, both sides, there's 4 different grits of it. So I would highly, regardless of what you're making, bows, knife handles, spoons, cutting board, whatever, if you're going to do any wood shaping, a farrier's rasp is the way to go, in my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of expensive tools that'll do a lot of good jobs, but just for the guy that's wanting to hand do some stuff, you know, and probably ain't wide open to do it full time, you could take a lot of wood off of this, especially this like soft wood like this. So what I got a half of mine, I don't know, is I neck down here, I'm going to come out bigger, I know. So I don't know exactly. I'm just playing with this, shaping on it as I go. But you guys can see already, I've got a spoon made. I mean, and I've been working on this about 45 minutes. But now, granted, it is cedar, it is soft, which I wanted a light spoon, and it ain't going to rot. And it's what I wanted. I didn't say it was the best thing to have used. I've got some other woods that I'm probably going to play with, and I may make some more spoons for this instead of done. Those of you that have been following this channel very long know that I like making about anything. I mean, it's about having all that. Well, I made that under my belt, you know, so I can say, well, I've made one. I may buy the next 10, you know. But being I love to cook, I thought fitting to make my own. And I'm going to make me probably some more spatulas and stuff. What did I do? I took my knife up there. I wanted to do some hand carving up here around this neck, because I can just do see how that grain popped out of there? You've got to be very careful with it. And I have run into that with several different, especially boat paddles. Boat paddles is another thing. Fun. Canoe paddles, I guess you would say, are fun to make. And the thing I have to watch personally myself is I get in a hurry with things. I usually do the best job on the very first one of something I'm making, and after that I'm liable to mess up. So I think I'm through with that round chisel. And I'm through with the jigsaw for today. I'm going to lay it out of the way. I do like my Bodock handle. I mean, my Bodock hammer. Good for this kind of stuff. I don't exactly know what I want on it. I know I want that to stay big out here. Because I'm going to put a hole in it so I can put a piece of leather. That way I can hang it up out there on the on a nail. Well, y'all, I have sanded this thing down pretty good, I would say. It is not perfect, but it is my spoon. So I need to go get my drill bit and put me I gotta find somewhere to lay that. That thing is in my way. In my way. Got to go. Got to get out of the way. Get all this stuff rid of. I can't handle all my junk scattered everywhere. I just cannot. And I'm going to sand this old spatula down, clean that handle up while I am piddling right here. But I got one more thing we're going to do. Need this hammer right here. Somebody already seen it coming, didn't they? Somebody said, I know what he's doing now, don't they? Yeah. This right here, torch ain't the greatest, though. I need something to lay right there where I can just set that down. I know that somebody can't see or hadn't seen that. I really like this thing, y'all, and I have not got to use it. And I do not know how hot I need it to do what I am trying to do. So I'm probably going to do a test run on this piece of wood right here, just so I can see. Oh, I know y'all wanted to look, didn't you? I know y'all wanted to see. Let's just see what happens. That didn't do nothing, did it? Alright, we gotta have way more hotter than that. Got to get it high. Might need to fire the forge up, ready? I'm cooking with Crisco now right there, y'all. That's cooking with whole lard. Something other. We got it going on now. I can walk off going about my business. That'll be hot here in a minute. You know what I mean, Vern? Yeah, that right there is the way to do it. Go ahead and drill me a hole through this right here. That is a penny-inch hole, a quarter-inch hole. I couldn't resist that. Working on my corny dad joke. When you talk slow, they expect you to be stupid, so I'm trying to play that part. I don't like disappointing people. I'm already liking this spoon. I'm about ready to go stir in a cauldron with it. Terry yawning up. I blistered his hind end with that. You know he ain't getting that around him. He needs it. That thing's starting to smoke. I don't know. Well, it's somewhat burned out. The wood is smoking in there. The handle may fall out of it, hand. It is what it is. I got to do what I got to do with it. I'll put another handle in it if that happens. Can't hit it. But I did imprint a little bit right there with that. That's good enough for me for now. Worked pretty good on the leather. But I did loosen the handle up. Because I was burning it. Leave it out there and let it cool. Well, anyway, y'all. I'm going to put me a leather thong in there or a piece of something. I got some tarred bank line up here, but I don't want to put tarred bank line on this. I want to put a piece of leather in there, and I think I have got a piece. Let's go look and see. Let's see back here. I usually got several pieces of old leather strings hanging up. All of these seem to have usage. I found a piece here. If I can get it through that hole yonder, it worked. It's just something to help it to hang on a nail. Pull all of that through. I'm gonna leave it long and cut it all at the same time. Well, you believe that rascal broke in there right where I didn't need it to. Boy, boy, boy. Alright, I got a string on it now where I can hang it up. Let me get right here where the light ain't so terrible. So y'all, that is my spoon. We just made this right here live before your eyes. I'm mighty proud of it. I'm ready to cook something now. Can't cook tonight. She done put something in a crock pot today. I didn't say nothing. She kept wanting to cook something she'd laid out. So y'all, what I done, I went ahead, took some mineral oil, rubbed this thing down good. Well, you can't see it that good. I'll get a close-up shot of it. But I've got it treated oil. Now it is ready to go. Anyway, thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. I appreciate all your support watching this channel. And we just doing live here, and this happened to be what I wanted to do today. So thank y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. With a spoon. Come on. We'll see you next time.